As our collection of images grows, it can be to our advantage to embed information about the image within the file itself. This information is generally referred to as metadata, and some metadata is actually added automatically. For example, when we use our digital cameras to capture an image, the camera manufacturer includes information such as the lens that was used or the f-stop. We can also add our own information and embed it into the file. We'll do that in a minute, but let's take a look at the information that's already there. In Bridge, the easiest way to see this is to go over to the metadata panel. Now, I want to see more information, so I'm going to go up to the Preview panel and simply double-click on the Preview tab in order to minimize that. That way, when I use the disclosure triangle right here, next to File Properties, we can see more information. First of all, there's a little placard here that shows you like the f-stop, as well as other information like ISO and shutter speed about your camera. You don't have to do anything to get this information. This information came from the file. It came from the EXIF information, which was information that the camera wrote to the file when I took the picture. You can see in the file properties, we'll see the file name, what kind of document type it is, and all sorts of other information. Again, I don't have to do anything to get this information. It comes with the file. But if we go down to the IPTC core, you'll notice that there's a lot of blank fields here. This is the kind of information that we can manually put into the file. So for example, if I wanted to put myself as the creator, we could click in here and then type in my name. But honestly, that's going to be way too time consuming because I want the same information to be in all of these files. I'm going to go underneath the Tools menu and I'm going to create a metadata template. In this metadata template, we'll go ahead and put in my creator as me. And I could put in my job title and my address and all of the information that I want to apply to all of my images. What's really important here is I want to put my website, so let's type that in. And then I want to scroll down and I want to mark these as copyrighted and I'll enter in my copyright notice. So I'll put the copyright and then the year and then my name. Now, in order to get that copyright symbol, I use the keyboard shortcut Option G on the Mac. If you're on Windows, if you have the extended keyboard, you can hold down the Alt key and type in 0169, or you can just use the Windows character map utility. So that's a little utility that comes on Windows. It's called character map, so you can do a search for that. And then you'll see the character, and you'll just click on the character, and you can copy that to the clipboard and then paste that copyright symbol. So I'm not going to take the time to fill in all the fields here, but let's just say that I've got all the information that I want entered. So now I'll go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and enter in a name, something that is descriptive so that I'll know what is in here, and then click Save. Now, all that did was it simply saved the metadata template. It didn't actually apply that metadata to the images. In order to apply it, I've got the first image selected, I hold down the Shift key and I select the last image in order to select all of them. I come back to the Tools menu and I have the choice to either append the metadata or replace the metadata. The difference is if you already had some metadata assigned to your image and you just wanted to add more metadata to it, you would use the append metadata. Let's say, for example, I'd already applied all of my copyright and contact information, but I wanted to add a secondary metadata template. Say, for example, something about rights usage, or I wanted to add a caption. Well, then I would want to append it. But because I haven't added information before now, I'll go ahead and use the replace metadata. And as it replaces it, there was a little icon in the lower left-hand corner that actually told me that Bridge was working on taking that metadata information and applying it to each one of those files. Of course, you can have as many templates as you want with different information in them for different clients and different projects. But for now, let's go ahead and just click on a single image and then look over in our metadata area. Sure enough, we can see there's the creator, there's the website, and if we scroll down, we can see my copyright notice and the copyright status marked as copyrighted. So when we're finished, we'll just scroll back up again. I'll close that panel and then just double click on the word preview in order to show the preview panel. And that's how simple it is to embed your contact and copyright metadata into your file using Bridge's metadata templates.